see. So me and my mom that was Friday, December 7th, we went to the ER and waited and waited and waited as usual and got into a room to see a doctor, and they did another chest x-ray and did some more blood work, I think. Hooked me up to an IV, got lots and lots of fluid and antibiotics just in case I did have pneumonia. They wanted to go ahead and be treating that. And after a while, the doctor came in. We waited hours and hours. I think it was about 3 a.m. or something. We finally, she sat down and said, well, we're very, very concerned about you, and we think it could be cancer, but we're not sure. But I want you to come back in 3 weeks and prove me wrong. Good luck, and that's it. Like, the ER doctor doesn't have the best of bedside manner, so I had to be admitted to the hospital about 5 a.m. I think on Saturday morning. I finally got into a room, and that day a pulmonary specialist came in and he drained the fluid from my lung, but I was awake and alert, and they did a local anesthetic, and I think it was one of his residents got to do it, and I had to lean on the like the breakfast tray kind of thing. You put your water or your meals on, and they went in through the ribs in the back with a tube and with a suction pump or something, sucked all the fluid out. But the funny thing was, all the fluid that came out looked like beer, like a really dark amber beer, and it was also frothy. It had a head on it, and they took out 2 liters, and they could have taken out more, but I was sweating, and I was about to faint and puke. I was just, I couldn't handle it, so they stopped, and let's see, I guess they sent the fluid off for analysis to go test to see if there's cancer cells in the fluid, and the fluid wasn't in my lung, it was in the pleural space around my lung, and so it was pushing my lung up, and they kept asking, like, did I have any symptoms? Could I tell, like, was I short of breath? And I said no, but I figured because of all my cycling, my biking, and taking the stairs at work and stuff like that, that I had really high lung capacity in my right lung, so it was doing all the work for both of my lungs, and I didn't really notice at all, and only in the last week I thought I had a cold, and taking the stairs at work got harder and harder, and it was hard to catch my breath when I got to the top of the stairs, and I thought I was just really out of shape because I hadn't been working out since October. So anyway, let's see, that following Thursday I finally got a surgeon. They put me to sleep under general anesthetic, and they went in through a laparoscopy method to run a camera in there and take pictures of my lung. And through the chest x-rays, they already knew there was a big lump up here, a varying estimate of size. But when they got in there with the camera, they saw that the tumors had proliferated all over. I saw the pictures, and it was really ugly. And it also had gone into the lung and the lymph nodes. So they thought it was going to be a longer surgery, and they might remove something or whatever, but it can't be removed. It's just into the tissue and everywhere. So they did a biopsy, and I think they drained some more fluid, and then they put a chest tube in, and I'm still recovering from that. When they take it out, they don't sew it up. They just wait for it to heal from the inside out, and finally it's caught up. So I was in the hospital for almost 2 weeks. I had to wait for the chest tube to drain the fluid out of my lung. Every day it was a little less fluid that came out, and there was a little suitcase with a baggie inside that measured how many cc's came out every day. And every time I had to go to the bathroom, I had to carry this chest tube in this little suitcase with me, or when I had to take a shower and try to wash off. So luckily the room there at the hospital had Wi-Fi, and my dad lent me his great laptop, and I was able to blog on LiveJournal and MySpace and everything to let everybody know what was going on. And it was amazing, the support that I got from my friends and my family. My sister came up from Houston, and then later her husband came up too, and my mom was there, my dad was coming every day, and my stepdad was there, and like, if it wasn't for them, I don't know how people do it when they don't have family around. So It was kind of boring in the hospital, but I was on a lot of pain medicine, and so I was pretty out of it. It doesn't seem like I was there that long. So anyway, we got the results finally back from the biopsy, and I do have cancer. It's a adenocarcinoma. It's ADENO, carcinoma, and it's a rare lung disease for my type of person because I don't smoke. I haven't been around secondhand smoke enough for it to make a difference. Like going to a restaurant or a bar or a concert with smoking wouldn't cause cancer if I'm not around it every day, like having a parent that smokes or something like that, or a significant other. And so it's rare for a non-smoker, but it's more common for females to get this than males. And then my mom said that MD Anderson in Houston is seeing a case a month of this type of cancer, and in my type of person, and they don't know what causes it. They think maybe it's environmental, but nobody really knows for sure. So it was pretty scary. It was really hard to learn that you have this thing inside of you, but I don't really feel like I have cancer. It's really weird. Like I just feel like I have like the flu or something, and I gotta just get over it. So I have a really good attitude about it all, and let's see, on December 20th, I finally got my chest tube out, and the oncologist, I have a really, really good doctor, Dr. Wilfong. He was waiting for me to get my chest tube out, and as soon as I got it out, I went over to another room, another wing, oncology wing in another building, and had chemo in the hospital to see how I reacted. They monitor and keep an eye on me, and I got my first round of chemo. It takes about 7 hours, or it took that long that day, and it went overnight. And then the next day, I got released, and I finally got to go home on the 21st. But on the 23rd, which was my birthday, my 31st birthday, I was so sick. And anyway, I had friends and family over, and we had cake and everything, and I was just, I was so sick, and I was throwing up, and everybody had to go home, but I managed to compose myself for a little while so I could open presents in front of everybody, and that was really nice. And then I went back to bed, and I was in bed for about 2 days, and then third day, which would be the 25th, which was Christmas, I felt pretty good, and I went to my mom's house and had Christmas with the family and the dog, and that was really nice. So I guess, I don't know what else to say. I'm waiting for another blood test and a doctor visit, and then on January 15th, I have my second round of chemo. And and the hair, my pink hair. I don't know, I'll save that for the next video.